It marks the entrance to Future World. Inside, EPCOT Center guests will ride to the top of Spaceship Earth on a time travel journey through the past, present, and future of communications. Spaceship Earth's 954 panels cover 1 million pounds of structural steel. To the right of Spaceship Earth, you can see presented by Kodak. Imagination will be a celebration of mankind's creativity, where guests will be able to explore their own creativity by using some dazzling 21st century techniques. Farther to the right, the Land Pavilion presented by Kraft celebrates man's partnership with nature in producing the harvests of the future. When complete, the land will cover about 6 acres. That's about the same size as all of Fantasyland in the Magic Kingdom. Other Future World pavilions will focus on energy, transportation, and the choices, challenges, and opportunities of the 21st century. As we continue to approach the monorail platform, you can just see part of World Showcase cultures, crafts, and cuisine of 9 nations: Canada, Mexico, Japan, China, France, the United Kingdom, Italy, Germany, and the inspirational American Adventure, present American Express. Your tour guide on the monorail platform will be pointing out more Future World and World Showcase attractions, and will also be happy to answer any questions you may have on EPCOT Center. At this time, we'd like to ask you to please remain seated until the monorail comes to a full stop, and stay clear of the automatic doors.
My name is Jeff, and along with this artist rendering here and the construction site itself, I'll be guiding you through for an overall view of the project. First of all, for 43 square miles, which Walt Disney purchased back in 1965. The Magic Kingdom was just the first entertainment project of EPCOT, along with the resort hotels, the Walt Disney World Village, and now this 550-acre site devoted to EPCOT Center. As you can see, it's divided 165 feet in diameter. It stands about 15 feet above the entrance to Future World. Inside here, you'll journey aboard time machine vehicles, and you'll actually spiral 18 stories into the sphere, and you'll pass through 3-dimensional scenes depicting the evolution of human communication. Then as you exit Spaceship Earth, you find yourself here in Communicore, and this is partially sponsored by Sphera Univac. They'll be sponsoring an area called EPCOT Computer Central, and it's here where you'll see a demonstration of DAX. Now, DAX is our digital animation control system, and you'll see the way in which Disney computer systems create the various special effects used throughout EPCOT Center, and you'll also see how we control our 761 different audio animatronic characters. Now, today I'll be using that word quite a bit. Audio animatronics is the system that we have here that makes our cast of characters seem to come to life. Directly out from Communicore, the largest pavilion in Future World is the Land, and it's sponsored by Kraft. This covers 6 acres, which is an area equal in size to all of Fantasyland inside the Magic Kingdom. The Land will deal with food production and good food nutrition. You'll find a variety of different shows within this one pavilion, including one called Listen to the Land. And this is a boat ride journey that will first take you through audio animatronic scenes showing tropical rainforests, prairies, deserts, and the American farm. And then you'll pass through the back area through actual growing environments of the future. You'll see our tropical culture. You'll pass through our shrimp breeding area where we're actually growing shrimp up to 1 foot in length. You'll also see we're growing crops in sand, and we're also growing crops without any kind of a soil at all. Again, if you look out to the side, you'll see the 2 large pictures will be a 70-millimeter 3-dimensional film journey through the worlds of art, literature, music, science, and technology. The journey will end at the ImageWorks, which is a hands-on area where you yourself will be able to participate in demonstrations dealing with instant photography, computer-assisted artwork, and you'll even be able to compose your own musical score simply by pointing to the instruments that you'd like to use. On the opposite side, you'll see sponsored by General Motors. This will be a whimsical journey through the history of transportation. Down at the bottom, you'll see just the back of Universe of Energy, sponsored by Exxon. Inside there, you'll find a triangular theater with a 160-foot wide movie screen, and you'll watch a film about fossil fuels and their use today. And then as the film concludes, the entire theater seating area will split apart and become 6 traveling theater cars, each one holding about 97 passengers. You'll be transported into a 3-dimensional world filled with dinosaurs, earthquakes, and volcanoes to show the actual creation of fossil fuels. This ride vehicle will be powered by the 80,000 solar photovoltaic cells located on the roof of the pavilion. We have 2 more pavilions to be added later. This one here, right now it's just a large flat mound of dirt out on the site, but this is the Living Seas, and it's scheduled to open in 1984. And here you'll be able to explore aquatic frontiers. On the opposite side is Horizons, and that's sponsored by General Electric. This will be opening in October of 1983. Horizons will capture the essence of the future, everything from transportation to our habitats to the whole lifestyle of the average family 50 to 100 years from now. From Future World then, we go directly into World Showcase, an opening day mile circumference of the World Showcase Lagoon. The first one to the right is Canada, and here you'll find a circle vision presentation cleverly concealed inside a Canadian Rocky mountainside. And as you move up, we come to the United Kingdom with its cobblestone streets and Victorian gardens. Also, you'll see we have a restaurant and pub located on the waterfront. Just within this one complex, we have over 50 different kinds of beers and ales. And as you cross the bridge into France, we have a French restaurant and sidewalk cafe, and it'll be operated by 3 renowned French chefs. Each one of them will be spending about a month at a time to oversee the operation. You'll also see we have a scaled-down version of the Eiffel Tower. Ours is about 7 stories tall. Then next is Japan, with its very modern department store, as well as its more traditional restaurant and lounge. And then right in the center of World Showcase is our host pavilion to World Showcase. This is the American Adventure, and it's sponsored by American Express and Coca-Cola. And this is a very inspiring presentation about the history of the United States. It's brought to life using film and audio animatronic characters. The 2 hosts will be an audio animatronic Benjamin Franklin and Mark Twain. And the highlight of this particular presentation will be when Benjamin Franklin will not only walk across the stage, but he'll also climb a flight of stairs. Also here at the American Adventure is a typical American fast food restaurant serving hamburgers and hot dogs. Next to this is Italy, and here you'll be surrounded by Renaissance art and architecture. The restaurant here will be operated by Alfredo's of Rome, and they'll include singing waiters. Next in Germany, it's Oktoberfest year-round inside our 350-seat German beer garden. The merchandise shops here will be selling everything from hand-carved wooden cuckoo clocks to the world-famous Hummel figurines. Then next is China with another Circle Vision theater presentation, this one showing the architecture, history, and the countryside of one of our world's oldest civilizations. Then finally we come to Mexico, and the entrance to Mexico is marked by a Mayan pyramid. Once you pass through the pyramid, you find yourself at a lakeside Pueblo village at twilight. You'll find merchandise shops, restaurants, and a nightclub, but you'll also be able to take a romantic moonlight boat cruise through Mexico's colorful history. Again, on opening day, we'll have 9 countries represented, but as you can see, we have room to add several more pavilions. Right now, we have plans to include Israel, Morocco, and the countries of Equatorial Africa. So it's World Showcase and Future World together. This is EPCOT Center, and it's opening October 1st of this year. We'd like to take this time to thank you all for coming to the platform today. But before you, we have on our 3 TV screens a video presentation to show a behind-the-scenes look at the construction of EPCOT Center. Again, thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the presentation.
Including sound effects, music, and dialogue, are being finalized at Disney's newest state-of-the-art digital recording studio. A child's imagination grows into a bigger-than-life circus as part of a magical 3-dimensional film journey being produced for the Imagination Pavilion at EPCOT. Here, the director rehearses the action with special Disney-designed 3D camera systems being used for the first time anywhere. Sophisticated production techniques will bring 3-dimensional magic to the screen on a grand scale.
Here in Florida, we have something special, a blessing of science. There's enough land here to hold all of the ideas and plans we could possibly imagine. It started in the mind of just one man. Then the dream inside became a plan. Now the time is almost...
First of all, EPCOT stands for Experimental Prototype of Tomorrow, which is planning to open on just about 550 of those acres. Now, EPCOT Center is separated into a focal point of the entire area is that big round. Now, inside it is an attraction. What you get onto is some time machine vehicles that will spiral the EPCOT. The time spaceship Earth is what we call Communicore, which is Primary Communication Center and Computer Center. This is a hands-on area for the central, which will show you how our computers work.